This video is in tribute and in honor and memory of Jason David Frank, who lost his life exactly 1 year ago today. Thank you, Jason, for all the memories, and thank you for making Power Rangers awesome. And please, everybody, enjoy this video and the touching tribute.
Tommy, your fellow Power Rangers are in trouble. You must join them immediately.
Right. I'm out of here. Dragon Sword! It's Morphin time! Tiger Sword!
I can't let that happen. What should we do?
It's Morphin time! Ranger Power! You're in 5, ready!
You know, 2022, or last year, was a hard year, especially for everything that has happened in light of everything. I mean, you lose, Kevin Conroy, and then we lose my childhood hero, Jason David Frank, a year ago today. And doesn't make things easier, especially with YouTube. Every time I upload this review, comes in and hits me with a copyright strike for some reason every time. The last time I tried to upload this video, I asked them on Twitter why this happened. YouTube replies that I have stolen someone else's content, but that's not what happened. Ever since the Jack Film and Sniper Wolf controversy, YouTube have been pretty hard on other YouTubers, much like myself, that are trying to just make the best content that they can for boys and girls out there. So, we're gonna give it the old gun-ho, as Tony would say. We're gonna give it the old college try, and we're gonna make this video well worth it. This video is in honor of Jason David Frank, my childhood hero. So to Jason and his family members, I hope that you enjoy. To everybody else that's a fan of his, please let his memory go and cherish in an honor. And this video goes to Jason David Frank, his loving wife, and his daughter Jenna, who is left behind in honor of him. So, to all of you out there, thank you so much. To the Power Ranger fans, may the power protect us all, and may the power protect this video and that YouTube doesn't copyright it. So, on to my review of Power Rangers Zeo, and everybody, fingers crossed, grab your Zeo crystals or your Master Morphers, and just pray to God that this video doesn't get claimed, and enjoy the review. Well, you guys have wanted it. I'm sorry that it took so long to get here, but you guys have wanted it, you guys have demanded it. And thank you for all the likes and the views on my other Power Ranger reviews, season reviews. Means a lot to me. So, this is a treat to all of you guys. Since you guys demanded it, we are going to check out and review Power Rangers Zeo, the long-awaited series after the original season. I mean, after Power Rangers, my Morphin Alien Rangers had, ended. The series kind of went on a kind of short hiatus until it returned. I mean, after all, what do we remember? The world was saved by aliens, the Rangers were turned into kids, then they turned back into adults again, and Aisha was replaced with Tanya. So Karen Ashley was replaced by Nikia Breeze. That's still a scar that I can't get through. As much as I really love Nikia Breeze, I would have loved to see Karen Ashley stick around a little bit longer and portray the role of Aisha, at least until Turbo, then we could have replaced her, but what was done in history is now done. My childhood crush was thrown out the window because of reasons. Thanks. Thank you, Power Rangers. That makes me feel so much better knowing that my childhood crush had been thrown out the window because of these people. So, after all was said and done, Power Rangers Zeo was the new surface season that would come out. But does it hold still high in power? Is it stronger than before? And does it soar higher than it can soar? Let's find out. This is my review and also retrospective of my favorite Power Ranger season of all time, Come say it with me. It is time for... From what we remember, the command center had been destroyed and the Rangers had been running away for their own dear lives. Now powerless, the Rangers had to figure out how to deal with the new threat that come on planet Earth. Our new threat just happens to be the Machine Empire. Why? Because somebody else has to do it. The Machine Empire is run by King Mondo, his wife Queen Machina, and their tiny little son, Prince Sprocket. Oh dear lord. But the Rangers were back with a punch. They were back with more power than they could have asked for. They were back with the Zeo powers, powered by the Zeo crystal that they found in the last season of My Morphin Power Rangers. You know, I picked on My Morphin Power Rangers episodes a lot throughout the season, but this one had to have the strangest episode. Oh, I'm not making a joke. I talked a lot about the stranger episodes of My Morphin Power Rangers. I even talked about my top 10 favorite Power Rangers Zeo episodes. Some were strange and some were great. I will pin it in a comment I'll pin it in the comments down below so you guys can go and check out that video. But Power Rangers Zeo went to some very weird episodes in their time standards. Don't believe me? Well, I know a lot of people say, well, Power Rangers Turbo had the infamous pizza episode. Yes, it did. To which point that TJ still reminds us to this day that he would track instead of a giant pizza. But we're not talking about Turbo here. We're talking about Power Rangers Zeo. So let's talk about a few, not all, but let's tackle a few episodes, or just cover the premise of a few episodes that have very, very, very weird topics that the world of Power Rangers has happened to get its hands upon. How about an episode where Tommy and Kat are babysitting a young boy, only for the boy to turn out to be a super powerful weapon for the Machine Empire when he cries? How about an episode where Rocky's software program, or at least the partner who he was working with program, got taken by the cogs and was transformed into a Power Rangers villain to ask them riddles?
Question, where are the Power Rangers? Your data is insufficient.
How about an episode where Rocky is transformed into a plant hybrid? Oh yes, that did happen. Rocky became a plant hybrid. Oh, so a bunch of people dare not believe me that Rocky became a plant hybrid? Fools! Just watch.
Nice leaves.
Nice leaves?
Yeah, you've got nice leaves. Your branches aren't bad either.
How about an episode where Tommy and Kimberly break up? Wait, what? Oh, no, yeah, that really happened. Kimberly broke up with Tommy by a letter. Now, I know with long-distance relationships that usually breaking up by a text or a letter is not really all that weird, and especially since Tommy in the series has said that he was trying to keep up to date with dating Kimberly while she was in Florida for doing her gymnastic competition. The only stranger thing is that this probably could have been solved with a phone call. But Kimberly, basically, the way how I see it, cheated on Tommy with some dude in Florida. Maybe it's Matt from the comic books. We don't know. And then she, instead of telling him over the phone and easing him into it gently, she forces it down his throat by having his best friend Adam read him said letter and then just demolish him and break his heart anyways. Wait a minute. So if Kimberly broke up with Tommy, then who in the hell did she get together with?
It's me you want, broadcast.
Huh. Yeah, good choice. I mean, he can protect her and everything. I mean, Tommy had cat in it, so he was getting a little bit of that Catherine kitty cat on the side. And not to mention that Cyborg was giving the booyah straight to Kimberly. So yeah, everything all worked out in the end. And I mean, hey, at least in the future, Tommy has a son who ends up working for SPD, who ends up donning his father's Master Morpher, and also he ends up getting his father's Dragon Crest armor. Read Power Rangers Soul of the Dragon in case if you wanted to know more about that. I have spotlighted it on this channel talking about it in awesome Power Ranger comic books that you can read. But let's get back to the weird episodes of Power Rangers Zeo. How about a very weird and obscure Halloween episode that had Adam go to the basically Universal Monsterverse and fight his best friends as monsters? And then it turned into a fucked up episode where we get to see Tommy, I guess, die? Because he's not there to help him? Or something? So let's talk about Nakia Baris's performance as Tanya in this series. And is she actually worthy to be up there on the top? Yeah. Nakia has her own charm, her own personality that makes her special in this series. And in fact, she actually does a pretty good job throwing out her weight as a Yellow Ranger. She has proved her strengths a lot more times than you can throw a stick at, and she has proven her worth on the team, and she was a great honorable mention to have on the team as a Yellow Ranger. Yeah, I've said my piece more than once, but truthfully, I really wish that Karen Ashley, as Aisha, had stuck around more in Zeo than she did. But probably the actress had other jobs that she had to go to, other roles in TV shows and movies that she was offered, and it was awesome to see her cameo, although I haven't seen it yet, in Power Rangers Once and Always. So it was nice to see her come back to basically the show that kind of made her the shining star that she is to this day. But I didn't mind Nakia Breeze. But to be honest with you, it did take me a lot of rewatches of Zeo just to have me warm up to her, truthfully, because I wasn't truthfully a Tanya fan growing up. I was more of the Aisha and also Trini fan, and also a lot of the other Yellow Rangers have kind of hit a spotlight on me more so than she did at first. Nothing against the actress or anything. She's amazing and she does a good job. It's just, I guess when you just take away a little boy's crush, deep down inside, the little boy still doesn't understand and he still wants to see his crush come back. But that's just me. But so, Zeo did end up getting better. And the episodes got even weirder. Sorry. The episode got even better and weirder. And also, we have to talk about the ending episode that was going to be there and then was canceled. Yeah, Good as Gold was not supposed to be the final episode. Yeah, but speaking of gold, didn't this series introduce one of my most all-time favorite Power Rangers into the universe? Oh, hell yes, this series had the most awesome introduction to the most badass Ranger of existence, the Zeo fucking Gold Ranger, and I love it. Even more so, I love King Mondo's confusion, how he's like, a Gold Ranger? What the fuck? I thought there was only 5 of them, now there's 6? Ah, fucking Jesus, now I have to work up my excess. But how do you make a Power Ranger even more awesome? What more could you give a Zeo Gold Ranger that is already in his arsenal that could already kick ass?
We'll just see about that. I call upon the power of Pyramidus.
Yeah, that would work. Just summoning a giant fucking pyramid out of nowhere. That would work. That definitely is a big surprise. And speaking of the Zords in this, they are all awesome and truthfully. I would show more of them, but I'm just afraid of this video being copyrighted, so needless to say, the original Zeo Zords were based on mythological figures, such as Tommy's Zord was based on the Phoenix or Firebird, Rocky's Zord was based upon the Egyptian Sphinx, Adam's Zord was based upon a Minotaur, although why it just couldn't be Tauros the bull instead of the Minotaur, I don't know, because it doesn't look like a Minotaur. And Tanya's and Kat's are like the Easter Head Island things or whatever. Personally, I would go even more badass and introduce this motherfucker into the Power Rangers universe.
Do you understand me, Oculus?
Now that would have been more badass. What? I like Thor Love and Thunder. I thought it was a good film. I thought it was decent for what it's worth. Also, I love mythology. Back when I was in ninth grade, I wrote a very good essay about mythology. I love mythological characters. I love mythological stories. I love learning mythology. Anytime anybody comes to me and says, "Hey, I have a mythology I want to tell you," I'm sitting there going, "Oh, pray tell, what is it?" But no, I'm thinking bigger. Let's make this bigger. Let's make this character bigger. We know that the original Gold Ranger is Trey of Triforia, a trifold being, Trey of Wisdom, Trey of Heart, and Trey of Courage, which he eventually lost his powers for some reason. And then when Billy tried to absorb the powers, Billy becomes... It's a weird story that happened with Billy, but like Billy's molecules can't do it because he aged quicker when the Rangers were kids, when he was supposed to be a kid, and the episode Climb Every Fountain, and then Billy was transformed into a adult. Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, whoozy, what's it? Nobody gives a shit anymore. So it, and everybody was disappointed when Billy wasn't Gold Ranger. I was okay with it, truthfully. I mean, he's back now in Power Ranger Cosmic Fury, which he looks awesome, by the way. But everybody was like upset with it. Like, Billy's not going to be the Gold Ranger. I'm not going to watch Zeo. So they decided to pull everybody's strings with that and go, oh, no. We apologize for Billy not being the Gold Ranger. So how about somebody even fucking better to come into the role? But man, I cannot lie, it was awesome seeing Jason return to the role as a Power Ranger. Even if it is the Gold Ranger, he was still awesome. But the trade gives the Rangers something even cooler.
They're amazing.
The Super Zeozords, baby. Oh my. There was no better weapon and arsenal for the Rangers to have than the Super fucking Zeozords. God, I love these Zords. Well, and despite of everything, Power Rangers Zeo had some goofy episodes, some great episodes, but all the way around, it's still one of the most credited seasons and a lot of people's favorite season. So despite how you think about Power Rangers Zeo, it's still a good series that still holds up to this day, and surprisingly has a very strong fan base that sits behind it, mostly consisting of Ranger fans. So all things considered, Power Rangers was a pretty damn good series. It held up to this day, and it was a pretty strong, successful series. That is until one thing happened. Every episode was deemed a success after success after success for the Rangers. But then, what ended up happening to the studio? Why was the ending cut so short? The last great Power Ranger episode, from what I can remember, was Good as Gold, but even that was still kinda goofy. So, what happened at the ending? What butchered the series? What was the attack on the studio? Well, I don't officially know, but any time that I would see this scene happen in Power Rangers, and I do mean this exact scene shown here,
I wanted that Gold Ranger power. You were paid dearly for denying it to me.
would you excuse me for a moment? I need to go let off some steam after seeing that. I'll be right back. I just gotta go blow off some steam. I'll be right back. I hate that ending! Oh, supposedly, according to a lot of other YouTubers, that was not the specific ending. Good as Gold was never supposed to happen, or if it was, it wasn't the designated ending. Instead, there was an ending that was supposed to be even better. It was shot, but it would never came to be. Maybe it was licensing rights between themselves and Toei. Maybe it was something, maybe the production company was losing money. I have no idea, but that ending should not have happened. And so that was Power Rangers Zeo. And despite of all of its flaws, do I still hate this season? No. See, I love Power Rangers Zeo. I think it's one of the best seasons that ever came out of it, truthfully. And why, dear fucking God, that Turbo had to happen, and why fucking Justin had to join the team, that is a story for another day. If I ever get my hands on Power Rangers Turbo, or if somebody ever sends it to me or whatever, I will review it and I will tell you the story of why Justin was included in Power Rangers Turbo. Oh, it's a stupid, stupid story. But anyway, Power Rangers Zeo is a great season. It still holds up to me to this day as my favorite, my all-time favorite. It had great acting, a great cast, that phenomenal introduction, the introduction of my favorite Power Ranger ever, or one of my favorite Six Rangers ever, the Zeo Gold Ranger, and it finally had Tommy in the range of being a leader. Something that he kind of was, but kind of wasn't in Season 2 and 3 of my Morphin Power Rangers, even despite what Jordan says. And yeah, I would admit, I still miss Tommy. I still miss Jason. A bunch of people do. He'd been my childhood icon. He'd been the one I looked up to for years, and I will always miss him, no matter how old I get. So to Jason David Frank and fans, family members, and a bunch of other people, we all miss him and we all love him. But we will never forget his memory, his eternal memory that will live on in pop culture for the rest of his life. For the rest of our lives. And to Jenna and to his loving wife, I just want to say I'm sorry for what happened to you both. And just know that his memory will live forever with us, especially with me. I also do not want people in the comment section down below to be a jerk or a bully and start going, well, Jason David Frank fucking killed himself because of insert reason here. We're not doing that. If you do that, I will block you from the channel, I will delete your comment, or from now on, I will disable the comment in the videos, which makes me sad because I love reading your guys' comments. So please, don't do that. So be sure to check out Power Rangers Zeo if you can and when you can. If you have seen some Power Rangers seasons and you're like, I wonder where I should go, check out Power Rangers Zeo. You don't need to see my Morphin Power Rangers in order to understand the story. In fact, well, yes, it is canon. They do summarize it pretty quickly in Zeo Beginning Part 1, so you don't need to be worried about anything. Next time, though, we are not going to be in the range of reviewing. Next time, I'm going to be talking about my top 10 favorite comic books that I've read this year. More on that on Friday. But come back Monday, as I'll be kicking off this Christmas season by taking a look at one of my favorite SpongeBob SquarePants episodes from Season 2, one of Stephen Hillenburg's and Tom Kenny's favorite episode of the series. We're going to go into the Christmas season, starting with my review and discussion of the amazing episode Christmas Who. Once a Ranger, always a Ranger. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me at Twitter with the link in the description down below. And anyways, I've been Wade Universe, I've been White and Nudie. Keep eking on. And just remember, top 10 favorite comic books coming Friday. And my review of Christmas Who coming next Monday to kick off the Christmas season and my Christmas theme reviews. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching.